नमो वितरागाय
नमो वितरागाय
नमो अरिहंताणं
नमो अरिहंतानम
नमो सिद्धाणं
नमो सिद्धानम
नमो आयरीयाणं
नमो आर्यरियानम
नमो वज्रायाणं
नमो वज्रायानम
नमो लोये सवसाहुणं
नमो लोय सवशाहुनम
ऐसो पंचन मुक्कारो
एसो पंचनमुक्कारो
सवपावपणासनो
शवपावपनासनो
मंगलाणं च सवेसिं
मंगलानम च सवेशिम
परमां हवै मंगला
परमं हवै मंगलम्
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय
जय सच्चिदानंद
जय सच्चिदानंद
How is everybody?
Good.
Tina, you're okay now? You can talk?
Yeah.
Tina, your room is so dark.
I haven't put up the curtain.
Oh, that's why.
Okay. How is your
Isn't it
sister?
bright outside?
Tina,
It
where's
is.
your sister?
She has something to do, so she
Now,
couldn't get on.
Always busy, huh?
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. Anybody remember the homework?
Yeah, I remember.
Okay, what was the
जय
homework?
सच्चिदानंद दीपक दादा.
Jai
Yes, sir,
Satchidanand.
busy.
जय सच्चिदानंद रजनी दादा.
What's the homework, Kush?
The homework was to learn the prayer, and you sent a prayer. And the another one was that what is ignorance? Are you an ignorant person? And the last one is, what major mistakes did you make?
Okay. What was the prayer, Suwati? What was the prayer you
Prayer for
supposed?
pure soul.
Siddhartha Pati Pratna? Let's see. Avdi gayi?
Oh,
No,
and-
but I can read. I can read it, but I haven't by heart today. I still need to read it.
Okay, busy.
हाँ, जय सच्चिदानंद.
सिद्धार्थ प्रति प्रार्थना बोला तो
हाँ, जय सच्चिदानंद. हे અંતર્યામી પરમાત્મા, આપ દરેક જીવ માત્રમાં બિરાજમાન છો, તેમજ મારામાં પણ પ્રગટ સ્વરૂપે વિરાજેલા છો. આપનું સ્વરૂપ તે જ મારું સ્વરૂપ છે. મારું સ્વરૂપ શુદ્ધ આત્મા છે. હે શુદ્ધાત્મા ભગવાન, હું આપને અભેદ ભાવે અત્યંત ભક્તિપૂર્વક નમસ્કાર કરું છું. અજ્ઞાનતાએ કરીને મેં જે દોષો કર્યા છે તે સર્વ દોષોને આપની સમક્ષ જાહેર કરું છું. તેનો હૃદયપૂર્વક ખૂબ પસ્તાવો કરું છું અને આપની પાસે ક્ષમા પ્રાપ્તું છું. હે પ્રભુ, મને ક્ષમા કરો, ક્ષમા કરો, ક્ષમા કરો, અને ફરીથી આવા દોષો ક્યારેય પણ ના કરું એવી આપ મને પરમ શક્તિ આપો. હે શુદ્ધાત્મા ભગવાન, આપ એવી કૃપા કરો કે અમને ભેદભાવ છૂટી જાય અને અભેદ સ્વરૂપ પ્રાપ્ત થાય. અમે તમારામાં અભેદ સ્વરૂપે તન્મયાકાર રહીએ. જય સચ્ચિદાનંદ.
Thank you, Jai. Now, everybody heard that?
Yeah.
So how do you think, Hetzi, next time you can do it like that? Next Sunday?
I'll try to.
Tina?
I think I can do it today.
Sukhu gayu?
I think I can do it today.
That is barabar. Dimethi boltu.
Can do today.
Okay, bolo.
હે અંતર્યામી પરમાત્મા, આપ દરેક જીવ માત્રમાં વિરાજમાન છો, તેમજ મારામાં પણ વિરાજેલા છો. આપનું સ્વરૂપ તે જ મારું સ્વરૂપ છે. મારું સ્વરૂપ શુદ્ધાત્મા છે. હે શુદ્ધાત્મા ભગવાન, હું આપને અભેદ ભાવે અનન્ય ભક્તિપૂર્વક નમસ્કાર કરું છું. અજ્ઞાનતાએ કરીને મેં જે દોષો કર્યા છે તે સર્વ દોષોને આપની સમક્ષ જાહેર કરું છું. તેનો હૃદયપૂર્વક ખૂબ પસ્તાવો કરો છો અને આપની પાસે ક્ષમા પ્રાપ્ત છો. હે પ્રભુ, મને ક્ષમા કરો, ક્ષમા કરો, ક્ષમા કરો, અને ફરીથી એવા દોષો ક્યારે પણ ના કરો એવી આપ મને શક્તિ આપો. હે શુદ્ધાત્મા ભગવાન, હું
आप एवी कृपा करो के
આપ એવી કૃપા કરો કે અમને ભેદભાવ છૂટી જાય અને અભેદ સ્વરૂપ પ્રાપ્ત થાય. અમે તમારામાં અભેદ સ્વરૂપે તન્મયાકાર રહીએ. જય સચ્ચિદાનંદ.
Okay, so by next Sunday, Etsy, Tina, can we do that? English માં તો લખેલી છે, so you can read, right? That's it, right?
પણ મને બહુ ગુજરાતી નથી આવડતું. I speak better in English.
Okay. Okay, so that was one homework. The second homework was
Are you what is the meaning of ignorance, and are you an ignorant person?
so. That's it. What was your response?
Ignorance is a lack of knowledge or information. It can also mean when you are not paying attention to someone or something.
Okay.
The online definition is the lack of knowledge or information.
Okay.
I wouldn't exactly say I'm an ignorant person, but I can be ignorant at times. For example, when like I wrote an example on the text. I said during a drama or rehearsal, I wasn't paying attention to what was going on, and I accidentally missed my lines. And then there was another homework. What major mistakes did you make during this week? I can't think of any major mistakes I made. Wait, when you say major mistakes, do you mean mistakes linking to the Navkalma or just mistakes in general? Rajnika Dada?
basically, yeah, you can say wherein someone is getting hurt.
No,
Then
no,
it
no,
is-
like I mean mistakes in general that don't have anything to do with the Navkalma.
You don't have what?
Don't have anything to do with the Navkalma.
Yeah. That's fine. I'm saying if someone is hurt, then we can say that it's a major mistake.
Oh,
Because
no one was
yeah,
hurt. Like just a mistake
That is
I made during the week. I skipped a question in a math assessment. Yeah, that was, yeah.
Okay. Anybody else? Kush?
Yeah, so ignorance means like when you know something but you do not prefer to do it. For example, if you're watching TV and your family members, one of them tell you do your homework, but you still don't do it, that means you're being ignorant. Another word can be lazy.
Okay. So, ignorance, is there a lot of things we need to learn in this life? Okay. ખુશી તને ખબર પડે છે કે ગુજરાતીમાં બોલવાનું? ખુશી?
હા, ખબર પડે છે.
ઓકે, ના પડે તો પૂછવા, તો ગુજરાતીમાં આપણે વાત કરીશું. ઓકે? તો આપણને ઘણી વસ્તુ નથી ખબર, ઇગ્નોરન્ટ છે, તો એમ લાગે છે કે ઘણી વસ્તુ આપણે શીખવાની છે.
હા.
So that should be always in my mind, our mind. Because there's a lot of things to learn. બે પ્રકારના learn છે. One thing is extra education, other things, studies and all that stuff. The other thing is to learn how to become like Dada, right? So tamne, you know how to become like Dada. Everybody knows.
Yeah.
There's still a lot to learn. Hello.
Still some more things to learn.
Yeah. So when you realize that there's a lot of things to be learned, especially in life, and also about Dada Bhagwan to become Dada Bhagwan, you know, that state, what is that state called? Anybody? Just a realization, okay, there's a lot to learn on both the world and also about Dada Bhagwan to become that. That is what state that is. Anybody? That's humble.
Enlightenment?
No. When you know, you don't know too much. then you become. The word is humble.
Humble.
Humble ને ગુજરાતીમાં શું કહેવાય દીપક દાદા?
Lagu.
લઘુ.
Lagu, lagu.
So that is always the main criteria of a great person who is on top of the world. He always says, I have a lot to learn. Okay? So always be hamesha look out to learn. Never say I know enough. Even we are learning every day. Even I'm learning every day. Kush?
But don't you say that if you don't know something, then you should still like try and say, I know how to do it. So suddenly you say that you know.
You look at it?
Just repeat.
Like, for example, if we have a test and there's a question that you don't know how to do, if we want to learn how to do it, don't you have to say that I know how to do it?
Yes. You can say I know how to do it because there's a specific thing, very specific thing you know to know. So if you know it properly, you can say, yes, I know, I can teach or can tell. Can I tell you? Okay. If somebody wants to listen, then you say, can I tell you? Somebody may not want to listen.
Yeah.
But there's always remember one thing. Very important. You know something how to do it. But if there's the only way that things can be done,
Oh, there's more than one way.
yeah, that's how humbleness comes.
So you should learn all the ways.
Huh?
So you should learn all the ways.
Yeah. So always remember there's always another alternative way to do it. So you cannot say, I am the expert, I know everything about it. And so humbleness comes into that, knowing that there are other ways to do it. Humbleness also knows કે પૂછવાનું. હું તને કહું, આપણે પૂછ્યા વિના કેટલું બોલી જાય છે? હે? That's it. પૂછ્યા વિના બહુ આપણે બોલીએ છીએ.
Philip, which one? First, you learn things from other people, and then you adapt it into what you do. So, yes, I think.
I cannot understand. Deepak, do you understand? Deepak Dada?
I said that you learn from other people, you learn new ways from other people, and you adapt them into your own skill. So I was saying yes would be an answer to your question, I think.
Yeah, so you're right. Sometimes you say, sometimes you have. The key thing is humbleness guys always want to know other person viewpoint before they give their viewpoint. Deepak, you want to discuss that before we go on the mistakes?
Yes, one thing is that, first of all, truly ignorance relates to self-identity. When you don't know who you are, then it is considered that you are ignorant. But yes, if you look into the dictionary online or anywhere, then they will always relate ignorance to knowing things, not knowing things, not understanding things. That's why some of the thing that came up here, they said that uh, I know several things, but I may not know things at times. So why ignorance truly relates to self-knowledge or self-identity? It is said that having known yourself, you can know everything. The reason is the self is all-knowing. The self is all-knowing. Self means our inner God. The soul is all-knowing. It has infinite knowledge. So if you have known that soul as I am, then you are knowledgeable. Then your ignorance has gone. And it is said, having known that means having known yourself, truly who you are, then you will know everything. Jai Satchidanand.
How is it possible, Deepak Dada?
How do?
If I know who I am, how is it possible that I know everything?
That is why that knowledge is such that if you know that, everything gets known eventually. What it means,
Okay, eventually.
that if that seedling is established, then it will end up, finally, it will end up in all knowing.
So is there somebody like that who knows himself and who knows everything?
He knows himself and,
He knows everything.
yes, almost like Dada Bhagwan was like that.
Oh,
And Srimandar Swami is all knowing. That's why we have kept our goal of becoming far excellent person like Dada Bhagwan.
yeah.
And the root or the central idea about knowing or knowledge is, when you know, you will never be hurt in any situation, or you will not hurt anyone in any situation.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. તો
Okay.
અમે તમને બધા આટલા ક્વેશ્ચનો બધા કરે છે, તમને કેને ખબર પડશે બધું? આન્સર ક્યાંથી આવે તમારે?
That is miracle. That is a
Tina,
miracle.
Tina, have you figured that out yet? How come we always ask Aptputras to give answer? Tina, have you figured that out yet?
That is where I'm trying to tell you that having known that anything that comes to you, that light of knowledge will illumine what is the situation, and you can give the explanation.
Kush, શું question
Yeah.
હતો?
A question though, you're asking like a question that how do you like how do you know, like how do Aptputras know all the answers to the questions you ask?
Yeah, and what's your
Yeah,
question?
so I just wanted to answer.
So Deepak Dada explained to you that you have more questions?
Yeah. No.
Vidhi?
Before he explained it, I wanted to, but then
Okay. Oh, okay. Vidhi,
હા
વિચાર કર્યો?
હા
આ
વિચાર
લોકો કેમ
કર્યો છે.
જવાબ આપણે નથી આપી શકતા?
રાઈટ, મેં વિચાર કર્યો છે. એટલે રોજે સવારના સત્સંગમાં હોઈએ, રાતના સત્સંગમાં હોઈએ ને, તો બધા ક્વેશ્ચન્સ અલગ અલગ પૂછે અને એના આન્સર બી અલગ અલગ નીકળે, અને જેટલી વાર સાંભળે ને એટલી વાર બી અલગ અલગ જવાબ મળે. તો આમ આપણને એવું થાય કે આપતપુત્રો મતલબ કેવી રીતે આ બધાના આન્સર્સ એવી રીતે આપતા હશે, એમ કેટલી બધી જાગૃતિ હશે એમની.
So what should we learn from that?
એમના જેવી જાગૃતિ આવવી જોઈએ ને આપણા, અને એમના જેવું જ શીખવું જોઈએ એમ.
Yeah, you want to be like that because then they are also trying to be like Dada Bhagwan. They are a little bit, they're quite a bit ahead of us. So, okay, we need to follow their footsteps, right?
yeah.
Yeah, okay. So that is very important, you know. So ignorance can be removed step by step. Okay, now let us talk about the mistakes we commit. So very good write-ups by everybody. So let's talk about the mistakes. That's me. You are late. What was the mistakes you committed last week?
Oh, last week, Papa comes to drop me to school every day, and he comes to pick me up as well. So he has a habit of taking his pair of glasses down with him because sometimes he has meeting, So apparently he can't see the road without his glasses, so he takes the glasses down. But in the car, there's already a pair of glasses that is like kept above there, but he is not bothered to use them. He wants to take the one that are in the house. And then he forgets to bring them up. And then he tells me, he's like, oh, can you please go down and get it? So I get like, beginning, I'm like, okay, fine, I'll get it. Because like, I haven't properly changed yet. I'm still in my school uniform. So I'll be like, yeah, I'll quickly go down and get it. But then when I'm changing, he's like, oh, Hitu, laya sa niche bhuli gayo pacho. I'm like, no, you get it down. Make it leave it. I'm like, leave this here. There's already one in there. Use that. And he doesn't even need to see anything. Okay. He puts a cricket match on the phone. I'm like, it's okay if you don't see it. You can hear what they're saying. So I got mad at him. I'm like, no, you go down and get it yourself. And I just went into the bathroom. So that was one mistake that I made. I hurt his ego by saying no on his face.
You realize your mistake?
Yeah.
But Dada, it looks like she is his father. Or his mother.
I know. No, what you have to do, go and buy the pilly. I would say the rope.
Huh.
You have to go and get one for him. So now, and put it there. So he is always with him. One.
Yeah.
Yeah. कुछ तैसु बोल करी थी कुछ
મેં લખ્યું નતું મારું
Huh?
મેં મારું નતું લખ્યું.
No, what mistakes you
Who
made?
લખેલું?
Oh, you send it, right? Who sent it? Dhruvi sent it? Or
No,
Etsy
It was
did?
both of us together. So the mistakes, my cousin wrote it.
Etsy, did you make any mistake?
I accidentally said something negative about one of my teachers. I violated the third code of conduct because I said something negative about one of my teachers.
Right. You were angry with in the drama or somebody, right?
No, I made a mistake during drama. That was when I forgot to do something. But I got mad at my design technology teacher because she was comparing my work to other people's and was saying their work should be like mine. And I got really angry because why compare mine? Because it's not fair on them. So I got angry at her and I said something negative about her. So yeah.
So it is very kudos to everybody who finds their mistake and then realizes there was a mistake. Okay. So
But I thought it was kind of unfair that they were being deliberately but compared to mine because one of my friends was already hurt from that.
Yeah. So let's say they figure out that code number, she violated the 5th code of conduct, right? Okay. Deepakanandji, you want to talk about mistakes?
Yes, it is very important that our knowledge light get shrouded, get obscured by our mistakes. So if we become free from mistakes, then that inner light of knowledge will always be available and we can understand everything we come across. And even if you have to learn something academic or other things of worldly life, it becomes very easy because there's nothing that obscures or obstructs your inner light. So whatever you see, you understand and you pick up very fast. So we must focus, and you are doing very good. I will say at your age, you are excellent, I will say. But still, there are many mistakes which needs to be examined, identified, and corrected. The correction portion is important because you can understand that if you are living like this for next 5 years, just imagine the quality of your life, what kind of life you'll be living. And it is your choice, it is your life. You cannot blame your parents or anyone else for your failure because it is your life. They can help you, but then that finality, it is on your head only. So, but you are doing very good. And So as you keep finding your mistakes, identifying your mistake, correcting your mistakes, it will make you very strong from inside. That level of confidence will be par excellent. Nobody can challenge you, and still you will not challenge anyone. That is the best part. Because with that understanding, that humility will also be with you, which makes you real strong. Jai Sachidanand.
Right? So that reminds me, I have one question. You know, when this kind of stuff, our life, is our life self-oriented or family-oriented or people-oriented? What do you think?
We
All of
Self-worth.
them.
Samranu, હું શું કહું છું? Yeah, but we had all the discussion, then some question pops in my mind. Is our life self-centered, family-centered, or people-oriented?
self.
Thank you, Kush. Tina,
Self-oriented.
Betsy,
I would say a bit of everything.
everything. Hitasvi,
Self-orientated.
I'm sorry,
Self-orientated.
self-oriented. So, Vidhi,
પોતાના માટે જ.
okay. So, Deepakanandji, we overall opinion that is self-oriented. હવે self-oriented હોય આપણે તો એના ફાયદા, ગેરફાયદા, what are the benefits or non-benefits?
That's
Can you talk about it?
self-oriented or self-centered or self-focused is primary, and other things will naturally happen. When you are with family, you will take care of the family, and when you are with people, you will take care of people also. But if you are just people oriented, then many times you may ignore your family and yourself, of course. Same way, if you focus only on your family, if you're more family oriented, then you will fail with people, and then you will of course fail with yourself. But if you are self-focused, then you will be doing good independently and with family and of course people. So it becomes universal if you are self-focused, self-centered. Yes, Hechivira?
How does it become like? How does everything fall in when you're self-centered?
The reason is self, to what we have identified as self, is the soul and the soul light, knowledge light. And when that knowledge light is in the focus, then in that illuminating light of knowledge of the self, everything gets illuminated. So you'll be good everywhere. And while you are good with others, you will definitely be excellent with you, because that is your focus, primary focus on yourself.
But Deepak Dada, આપણે આ બધા example જોયા ને, so that's, you're talking about different self, but now in this example, it's self-oriented, means Hitasvi is oriented, Hetzi oriented, not Papa oriented, not Mama oriented, not brother related. So talk about that you
No.
must be aware.
No, that we don't refer self as the name self or the
No, I
name
thought,
bearer self. No, that's
I use
true.
I didn't use the
that's
correct
true.
word, but it's
No. But truly, that's why we have said, and we had been saying, that when you are focusing on yourself, means that inner God, inner Dada Bhagwan, inner light of knowledge, which is covered or shrouded by our mistakes, because that light is universally available with everyone, and that is infinite. but because of our mistake, it is not available for us. And when it is not available for us, when we are with others, we fumble, we have problems, we have problem dealing with them, handling them. So when you are clear and free from those obscuring mistakes, surrounding mistakes, then that inner light of knowledge will always guide you, will always illumine your understanding. So you will never have any problem. Situations will come as per your destiny, but destiny will not drag you. That destiny will be testing for you, a test for you, and you will come out with flying colors. That's the best part.
But yeah, what the example they gave, like Hiteshwi, you know, afterwards when she said no to Papa, then she felt bad.
The
So
reason was the reason was what, you know, she was talking more rational. She was talking more logical. But was there any heart factor in it? That, oh, daddy is getting old, he's forgetting. So I'm
Hiteshwi,
not saying Itesvi is wrong,
No.
but those aspects of our nature that is dealing people with heart, because that rational part and logical part is so strong and sharp. It has cutting edge. It can cut anyone, and people will become speechless. I'm sure your daddy won't have been able to tell you anything, say anything, right? But then there is the heart factor. After knowing all this, you have to tell everything you can tell your father, but then I'm getting it. But next time, try to remember. So you have expressed your rationality, your logic. At the same time, you have not missed your heart, because you are, after all, so daughter or children, don't they have to be subservient to their parents? You understand subservient? You understand subservient means helping to your parents and looking at from their side. Have they ever refrained from any of the duties what they are supposed to be doing? No, never. I don't think so. You understand? But
Yeah.
Hiteshwi, खबर पड़ी?
Hmm.
It'll
so
say,
our part, we never say this mistake is done and you're gone and you are done. No, these are learning places, I will say, learning moments where we had been committing such mistakes, but now we want to overcome them with right understanding. That is great. That is Dada Bhagwan. That is how you earn a place in everybody's heart, and especially your own parents. So if you have that in your place, I mean, place in the heart of your parents, what kind of blessings you will be getting? Just imagine. You can't think of that. That is, I mean, there's no limit there. You were saying something, sorry.
no, no, barabar છે. So, you know, Deepak Dada talks about blessings from parents. Do we really realize what that is? Hiteshwi?
Sort of in a sense, blessings from parents are like the best ones you can get in a way, because they raised you pretty much. They're the reason you're on the planet in the beginning, so their blessing is the most important.
Vidhi, blessings, Malay parents na એટલે શું? What does it mean? Do you think do you see them, or will you see them, or how will it affect your life?
તમારો વોઇસ લાસ્ટમાં થોડો સ્લો આવ્યો.
આપણને બ્લેસિંગ પેરેન્ટ્સનું what is the meaning of that? Is it really important? Does it really
અમ,
work? એ કામ કરે છે આપણા માટે?
હા કામ કરે છે.
કેને ખબર પડી તને?
હા એટલે મારે છે ને એક સ્કૂલ મતલબ મારે એક્સપિરિયન્સ છે મારે. મારું જે 10th નું રિઝલ્ટ આવ્યું એના પછી મતલબ મને ગવર્મેન્ટમાં મળતું હતું બટ થોડા ડખા જેવું હતું એમ કે એક સર્ટિફિકેટ તો મમ્મી પપ્પાને પગે લાગીને પછી હું ગઈ તો મારું કામ એ થઈ ગયું એમ.
ઓકે બધા ગુજરાતી સમજે છે ને? Hitasvi, understand, Tina?
Huh.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Hitasvi, you understand what are the blessings of parents, how it works?
Yeah.
Okay, Kush, what's your question?
No, I didn't have a question.
Okay, so with that understanding, we have to think about our parents, try to respect them, help them out as much as we can. That is the most important thing. At your age, nobody told us this stuff. That by respecting your parents, by getting their blessings, it works wonders. And now I can feel my life has been full of wonders. So I'm sure a lot of blessings I got from my parents. Okay, anything else you want to add, Dada?
Yes, one thing is, again, I mean, just to reiterate the whole thing, that if you focused on your parents, that if I do anything, they are the first individuals who will be the most hurt in the whole world. Do you think so, like that? Otherwise, who cares for you? Just think. Is there anybody in this world who cares for you? Or who would ever care for you? What do you think? With your success, they blossom, their happiness lie there, and with your failure, they go down. So when you keep that in your mind, there are many things which may be attracting you to do or forcing you to do, which could be wrong. But with that thing in your mind, as what would my parents feel, or if I do this, and if such a thing happens, that itself will automatically stop you doing that. You understand? So that's very good.
Okay, also, like Tina, Hitasvi, Kushi, you are at that age that there's, there's always parents tell you don't like it, isn't it? Hello? Tina?
Sometimes.
Most of them are muted. Okay. I'll then add one thing afterwards, after you finish.
Tina, એવું થાય છે ને?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, so that's one thing we have to be careful, because at that time we forget our respect for the parent. ખુશી તારે થાય છે કે ભાઈ ઇન્ડિયામાં બહુ નથી થતું એવું? So that is one thing, with all this approved Dadanu Gnan, this awareness, we have to bring our awareness to that, What Deepak Dada just said. Vidhi, તમારે ઇન્ડિયામાં થાય છે પેરેન્ટ્સ સાથે આર્ગ્યુમેન્ટ?
હા થાય છે અમુક વખત, પણ પહેલા કરતા હવે ઓછી થાય છે. પહેલા તો નાની નાની વાતમાં આર્ગ્યુમેન્ટ થતી હતી. હવે થોડી થોડી થાય છે.
ઓકે.
પેલો પ્રહર કે છે એના પરથી ખબર પડે છે કે મમ્મી જોડે કેવી રીતે રહે છે અને મમ્મી રડે છે. પેલો તારક કે છે every time. So
હા હમણાં છે ને મારી ફ્રેન્ડ્સ લોકો ભેગા થયા હતા તો મતલબ જે ફ્રેન્ડ સાથે મારો ઝઘડો થયેલો ને એ ફ્રેન્ડ બી આવવાની હતી તો પછી મેં વિચાર્યું મેં કીધું ઇટ્સ ઓકે ચલો વાંધો નહીં હું જઈ આવું બટ પછી મને એવું થયું કે ખોટો ફરી ઝઘડો થશે તો એમ પછી મમ્મીએ મને એવું કીધું કે તારે જવું હોય તો જા નો પ્રોબ્લેમ પણ જો ફરી ઝઘડો થશે તો એમ અને પછી મને બી એવું વિચાર્યું કે ત્યાં ફ્રેન્ડ સાથે જઈશું પછી ત્યાં ખોટી આમ હાહાહી થશે ચીત બગડે એવી વાતો થશે એટલે મેં કીધું નથી જવું અને મમ્મીએ ના પાડી પછી હું ના ગઈ એટલે કઈ આર્ગ્યુમેન્ટ ના કરી એમ અમે
Okay, very good. Deepak Dada, it's
Yes, yes, I just wanted to add one thing. When you would be 18 plus, which very soon you would be, and you would become that, never ever say to your parents, now I am 18 and I know what is good and what is bad for me. Never. I have seen that thing. I just give you one instance, a short story. I visited one place. Of course, it was not in India, outside. And their daughter just finished 18 few weeks back. And as it is very common of the parents, father is more concerned for the daughters and more attached to daughters, whereas son are more attached to mother. Some some chemistry, let us say it that way. So that father was repeatedly telling, hey, be careful, come home before 10 and all that stuff. So, and in my presence, in our presence, this thing happened several times. We were there at that place for 4 or 5 days. Almost for 3 days, this went on because whenever we went, some or the other topic would come up and father would say something and daughter would immediately respond, rather react by saying, I am 18 now. Dad, I know what is good, what is bad for me. I can take care of myself. And it so happened the mother supported her daughter and she started arguing with father. Hey, daddy, you know that she's 18 now. Don't worry, she can take care of herself. And this happened 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And then father gave his final judgment. Okay, done. Now for anything after this day or this moment, don't come to me for anything. For if you need anything, go to your mama only. So was this good?
No.
So it was very difficult for us to intervene, but we just observed. But because we were not asked what is our view or what is our understanding. But this is what we have to understand. It just because you are 18, you have known everything now. Because the government has given you some rights. So now you, just on that verge, before the day you were 18, you were all dependent on your parents. And now that 18 is over, you have become independent.
No.
So please take care. Jai Sachidanand.
That is why
Yes.
it is very interesting. Haji, let me finish that. You can ask the question. You know, what was how we started today's satsang? Ignorant. Okay, so what Deepak Dada says, you have to be always look out for more information so you become better and better. Let's see.
We learned about a study a while ago in a PSHE lesson, and it said that the mind actually doesn't fully develop until the age of 22.
Sorry, I didn't get, sorry.
Even at age 18, you're not technically speaking an adult because your mind doesn't fully develop until the age of 22.
Okay, sorry, come again. That noise was coming from. It's okay, sorry.
Okay, so we learned about in a PSHE lesson that just because you're 18 doesn't technically mean you're an adult because your mind isn't fully developed until the age of 22.
Not only that, the reason is what is your experience of life? Are you physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually fit to take care of yourself? Ask yourself. Just on the verge the day before and the day after, yet that now that you have become 18, you are complete? Yes. Now, in fact, if someone has given you authority, it is your responsibility and you are responsible. So you have to become more serious, more responsible, more vigilant, because now you'll be going out in the world. Then going out in the world is like going into an open ocean where every kind of animals are there. And you feel that you have all the experience to handle them, deal with them, and come back home unhurt? No. So this is the caution, so we should never say that. Right?
Good question, that's it. Okay, our time thing you say so homework. We need to learn the Sudatma Pratya Pratna. Okay, there's another prayer, it was sent in Gujarati. We'll try to put it in English, but you can ask your parents what it means. Okay, the third thing, what do you think about the word sincerity?
In?
Sincerity, what does sincerity mean? Okay, and what are you sincere to? Hitesh, you got it? Okay, you got the homework? Yashvi, Shia, we are missing you. You're all blank. Hitesh, are we good? You got the homework?
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, can we do 3 mantras, Deepak Dada?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a
Namo
minute.
Mitra. Yeah.
Now we're going to change this a little bit. Who want to do 3 mantras? We'll follow them. Okay, let's see. We'll follow
Namo Vitragai.
Namo
you.
Vitragai.
Namo Arihantanam.
Namo
Arihantanam.
Namo Sittanam.
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo Ayariyanam.
Namo Ayariyanam.
Namo Vazayanam.
Namo Vajjayanam.
Namo Loye Sova Sahunam.
Namo Loye Sahunam.
Eso Panchanamukkaro.
Eso Panchanamukkaro.
Sarvapavappanasano.
Sarvapavappanasano.
Mangalanam cha Salvesim.
Mangalanam cha Salvesim.
Paramam Have Mangalam.
Paramam Have Mangalam.
Om Namo Bhagwate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand.
Thank you.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand.